All right, so I'm not gonna sit here in front. Today is January 7th, 8th, and I'm struggling. So I was asked to participate in a literary magazine, but the work cannot be published. So not only do I have to go through years of poetry, thankfully I do mark my work and add it to a folder that's labeled A Queen's Heart, A Queen's Anthem, Confessions, Imminent. So I know it's already in that book. I also have a lot of work in my phone that I have yet to develop. So I'm going in between scrolling through Google Docs and trying to find 3 to 4 poems versus trying to develop 3 to 4 poems that I've already have saved in my phone. And what I mean by saved in my phone, I use what is called the recorder app. I don't think I'm saying that right, but you can record your voice, and whenever I hear a poem, whenever I hear some words, I record myself talking. A part of me wants to just write something on the fly, fresh, but then it's like I'm not trying to overwork myself because I'm already behind deadline when it comes to my third poetry anthology. The plus of this is I've been told I can still take work I already have in the poetry anthology that's coming up and is not published yet. And then when I go to publish the poetry anthology, I can say this has already been published in this particular literary um, publications. Thanks to my sister, my poet friend, for letting me know that. So I'm still, honestly, most of the work in my new poetry book, Evidence, which is due to come out in March. A lot of that's new. A lot of that is work that was, and most of it's new. Few of the poems are poems that I posted. Every now and again, I'll have a picture and I'll post words to it. Like, I'll never forget, there was a young lady, Laquania, her youth sister, who she had a picture and I just wrote a poem to it. There was a young lady I went to church with years ago. Her daughter had a prom picture and I put a poem with it. There's pictures with me and I put a poem with it. So I included those for the first time because I normally don't include short poems. My poems are usually a whole page or 2 or 3 pages. So, mission still trying to find a poem to submit. And I know one of the problems is I'm getting in my head. And I was just talking about this with a brother at the church. Like, we get so caught up in putting stuff out there. I'll admit, doing my own poetry books gives me a freedom that I love. But when someone asks me to submit something unpublished, it's like, well, what exactly do you want from me? Forgetting that the fact they ask me, they see something that I can add. And I'm finding all these poems. Number one, I forgot I wrote. And I'm adding it to the future book Eminence. But I think it's safer. I'm going to go through a little bit more because it's a lot. I'm going to go through a little bit more. And if I don't see what I think I want, like I keep seeing pieces like, oh, this should go in the new book, this should go in the new book, then I think I'm just going to pull from my phone because this is becoming very overwhelming. This is a lot. And it was so crazy. The person who asked me, he said, no pressure. Dude, number one, you're like one of the godfathers of poetry in our town. And so for you to come to me and say, yeah, so I need this by Thursday. But I'm going to get it done. This is part 2. I'm going to have a part 3 for you. I'm going to get it done. Update. So I was able to put together 4 poems to send to that publication. Granted, all of them were poems I wrote before. 2 of them will be in Eminence, or already in Eminence. I may decide to take them out. Well, one definitely is going to be in there. Then I'm working on another project. I don't want to give you all the goods just yet because a part of me feels like I'm rushing it, but I feel like I need to do this now. So I wanted to get that done because I want to focus on Thursday and Friday working on Eminence, because despite the fact I think I'm up to 62 pages, my goal is to get it up to 75. 100 would be ideal, but 75 is not bad. I'm proud of myself. So I sent it off. The one project I'm working on, I sent it on to 2 sisters. Hopefully they'll give me feedback and let me know. One thing I definitely believe I have to do a better job of is implementing more imagery in my work when it comes to poetry. I feel like I do more wordplay. Not enough imagery. And even though some people say I see it, but I feel like I could do more. So hopefully I'll hear back from them between tomorrow and Friday and be able to send that off to where it needs to go.